In this video, I'm going to show you how to use tactile letters and also how to make the lazy 8. The lazy 8 is lying on its back. So you are going to start right in the center there and guide your child's hand if needed to follow exactly this pattern. It is very important that you follow exactly this direction. Always start in the middle and then go left, exactly like this. Once they've mastered the lazy 8, all the letters match the lazy 8. O, A, G, etc. This is really important, and it's very, very important for crossing the midline as well. In this folder, I'm going to show you how to use the tactile letters. Why we are using the tactile letters is to get the child to become familiar with the formation of the letter. The more senses involved, the easier it is for the child to remember. So you're going to guide the child's hand in the first instance before you start using this. The most important thing for the capital letters is to remember that it always starts at the top and never at the bottom. Always start at the top and never at the bottom. Make sure that the J faces the margin. When you do the K, make sure that the arrow is exactly on the line. Make sure that the L has a sharp edge there. The M is very important. Mostly children do their M up, down, up, down. You always have to start at the top. Down, up, down. The same with the N. Always start at the top. Down, up. With the O, you start in the 2 o'clock position and then you go anti-clockwise. And that goes for the rest of the capital letters as well. The lowercase letters are grouped together in the way that they are formed. These letters are called the long ladder family. All of them start at the top and all of them go down. For this, the purposes of my explanation, I'm going to use the read, write, ink letter rhymes. The child has to touch it and say, down his long legs, not too slow and not too fast. For the I, down the insect's body, tiny curl at the bottom, dot for the head. The T doesn't start right at the top, it starts sort of in the middle. Down the tower, don't forget the steps, across the tower. The U is under the umbrella and draw the puddle. The J and the Y. These letters are still part of, these letters are part of the one-armed robot letters. They all start at the top as well. So you go down the robot's arm, up, down the robot's body, up over his arm. Down Nobby, up over his neck. Down Maisie, up over the mountain, over the mountain. From the horse's head to his hooves, up over his back. The B, down the laces of the boot, up over the foot, stop at the heel. The P, down the pirate's plat, up over his face. The kangaroo, down the kangaroo's body, up over its back and kick out his leg. These letters are called the curly caterpillar letters. You start in the 2 o'clock position and say curl around the caterpillar, right around the orange, around the apple, down the leaf. If these rhymes do not work for your child, then feel free to adapt them to something that the child can remember. Sometimes they remember how to make the C, but they start the O the wrong way around. So then you can see the curly caterpillar goes into the orange, or you can say the curly caterpillar goes into the apple. The same with these ones. This is the D, around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, down to his feet. Round the girl's face, down a plait or a hair, give it a curl. Round the queen's face, down a hair. These three are also part of the curly caterpillar letters because you start with a tiny C and then you make the S. Slither down the snake. Where the E is off with the top of the egg and scoop out the egg. It's also part of the curly caterpillar letters. This one starts as a tiny S, go down and flick the other way. Down the flower, across the flower. These letters are called the zigzag family. The V stands for vulture, so it's down a wing, up a wing of the vulture. This one is worm down, up, up. The X is down and across, and the zigzag is zig, zag, zig. Make sure that the children start the Z facing the margin, almost like they would make it 2, but without the curl there. When we come to the numbers, you also have to let them trace the numbers and feel it with their fingers. This one is formed exactly the same way as the O. The 1 is start at the top, in at the bottom. 2 start at the top, curl around and straight. The 9 starts like a C. The 4 down, across. The 5 down, around, across. 6, 7. The 8 is an S and then you close the S. The 8 is an S and then you close the S to form the 8. The 9 you also start like the curly caterpillar letters. And there you go.